4 times from when you bought the property probably, maybe not 2 years ago. But the property values went up. So if you need to move to a community that's farther away from the beach and out of Broward and Miami. People are moving to Delray, they're moving to Boca, they're moving to Stewart. I mean, I'm not trying to be cruel, but it is getting outrageously expensive. It's hard to find an engineer like Farouk.
So is this regentrification? Is that what's happening here? I mean, is he pushing the...
I mean, and I'll tell you something honestly, so part of the concern for your board was that they didn't want to push out people from the community, right? Because if you ended up assessing everybody $35,000 a unit, because we can't get a loan, so you will get it yourself, what's going to happen?
Well, who's the finance professional here? Who has the finance professional here?
Half the building's going to go bankrupt.
We have a $4.6 million line of credit that isn't being used.
Swarming around the community,
Can you
trying to
stop
bring the old
interrupting?
people, trying to get them into contracts.
Stop
That's what I got
interrupting.
clients doing.
Stop
I have
interrupting.
developers who
And I
are going
have
after
you
old
back there.
people who don't know any better.
And I
They're
have
getting
my rights
taken
too. My
advantage of.
attorneys will be involved.
So
Let the
you
attorney
gotta understand,
talk.
you're in a perfect storm situation.
Gentlemen,
It is
just remember
not
that
just
name.
you, you're not the only one suffering, trust us when we tell you. Carlos and I, our firm, we go to meetings all the time. So that, because we have to have the engineers explain to them, it's not them, it's the city that's requiring this.
Hey,
The
Rhonda,
contractors are doing
just so
what they
you
do.
know, because we, Eric and I were kind of trying to pinpoint certain
Yeah.
things from the insurance.
Yeah,
Of the 1.2 in the insurance that we had, which was for the rest of 2023 and all of 2024
Right.
coverage period, $800,000 of that renewal policy is reinsurance.
well, that's why they changed
So
the law.
So there, it's like.
Well, the law changed this
It's
year,
not
just so you
real-
know.
It's not a real.
What they did was because the insurance was so outrageous and people were freaking out because the budget, you couldn't raise a budget only 15% with the insurance hikes the way it was going. So what the legislature decided to do was protect the insurance companies. So they decided to take the insurance calculation out of the budget. So now you can still do your calculation pursuant to the budget as long as you took the insurance out, because the insurance was giving you 100% raise. If not, I know people that have 1,000% increase in insurance. And they cannot appraise their.
I don't think
building for that.
anybody's arguing the point about the insurance.
That's part of what you're dealing with, though. Everybody's
No.
crying about money, and that's why.
But we have a $4.6 million line of credit. And we have a 2-year, $4.6 million line of credit.
We don't
That's
have
a
a
line of
$1.6
credit.
million line of credit.
What do you mean we don't have?
We
What's
have
that big
a
contract
$4.6
that they
million
got?
loan. We don't have a line of credit.
It says line of credit.
It's a line of credit for the first 2 years.
2
of the
years.
first loan.
So
2
this
years.
is
How long
it
is the
works.
construction
So
project?
Sean, this is how it
More
works.
than 2 years.
When you
Said
get a
well.
condo
More than 2
loan,
years.
Eric, let me just explain it for a second, and if they want to listen, they will, if they don't. What they do with the loans of the banks, especially for associations, is they figure out, some people want to pay in total upfront, because you're not paying the attorney's fees, you're not paying the interest. You're getting a better deal if you pay a lump sum. So what they do is they say, okay, listen, we're going to let you put your special assessment out there. We're going to tell people if you want to do a lump sum, you can, and then you're going to reduce the total amount you're going to need from us, the bank. That's why the line of credit exists. So they can figure out what kind of money we're bringing in, how much we really need, and then it solidifies into a loan. So if you can get less money on a loan, they will do it. If more people pay up front, great. But a lot of people can't afford it. That's why they didn't do a $35,000 assessment against each unit. Because not everybody can get a loan, not everybody can afford it. They didn't want to put you in bankruptcy.
Well, it's also up to the unit owners to do their financing, their personal financing as well. I mean, they don't have to use a line of credit. They don't have to use a line of credit.
Exactly. I mean,
And the
they would
construction
charge it.
phase,
I have equity in my home, I can get a better rate, and Carol Eskew said that. She encourages people to tap in, you can get a lower interest rate than the association was able to secure.
And get it and get out.
Get it, and, that's my strategy, because why am I gonna pay, 10%? Commercial loan, when I can get an equity line of credit for what, 6%?
But not everybody's in that position, and then you're foreclosing.
well, first of all,
What do you
the full amount paid the contractors isn't due for 2 years, right? And you have a budget that's been averaging about 300,000 to 500,000 off and on for the past, since at least, 2005
What's
and
your
forward.
cost per year? What's that?
Well, first of all, we've hired contractors that weren't licensed in the past as well. Some of you have plantations records. And
Let's
there's,
talk about the cash, Sean.
I know, but the point is, there's a lot of issues here. It's just
Yeah, but
one
you
stack
go
on top of another.
backwards, you can't go forward.
Well, no, I can, and I do. And I have attorneys do the same thing. Because at the same time, facts are facts, and they're still written, and we have the records for all this stuff.
Yeah, but they've got a contractor, they've got the engineer. they've
No
got the
problem with any of
loan,
that.
We're moving
The problem
forward,
is the
and we're looking to try and
prior
keep-
board and their actions.
Yeah,
Well, they're still there. I mean, they're still sitting there. I
Yeah,
mean,
but they're the ones who
So
got
what's
you the
your
loan.
point, Sean?
who got
I don't
you
know,
the
you
You
tell
wanna
me.
blame
You got the
that we as an
contract.
association
no,
over
Patty,
20
Patty.
plus years
What about Frank
never saved
Weinberg?
for a
Let's talk
rainy
about
day
him. Let's
and
talk about him,
expect-
Patty. You could have stepped
County
down in 2008. You could
Ladies
have.
and gentlemen, your operating account is to cover monthly operating expenses.
We need to go.
When you
Well, what about
choose
home roofing?
not
You
to
hired
go
him.
for reserves, so all the past unit owners,
Yeah.
all the
What-
current
what-
unit
no,
owners
I
that
remember.
voted down reserves, we're the ones to blame for the situation we are. Because we don't have the money to have done this while it's
I
about.
pay attention.
Listen, I'm honestly just telling you, if you have any more legal questions, please ask us, because we're here, but
Sure.
we don't want to keep charging you to be here and have you guys argue with each other about history.
We're not arguing
We
with
can't
each other,
change
we're
the
making
history, we're sorry
decisions to move forward without
through